Welcome to the show here at WSJU Radio, St. John's University, Sports and Hip Hop with DJ Mad Max, one of the hottest up and coming artists out of NYC right now. Fkmarr R. What's going on?
What's going on? How you doing? Yo, definitely support NYC heavy. I'm from Amityville. Make sure everybody understand that 232 door. I do Fkmarr, aka R. I appreciate you inviting me on the show. Shout out St. John's, man. My high school basketball coach went to St. John's too, but yeah, what's going on? What we talking about, boss man?
Really? I didn't even know that. Who was your high school basketball coach?
Gordon Thomas.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. I checked you out. I checked out you have your own website. You're ready for the game.
I got my website up here, trying to keep everything moving, keep my foot on the gas. I felt like doing that was separating myself from upcoming artists, because now instead of me always having to send a iTunes link, a Spotify link, a SoundCloud link, send a YouTube link to a video, I could just send my name.com to them and everything will come up. So it's like, oh, this nigga more lit. Oh Lord, he got a website. Like, okay, let's do it now. He's really rapping for real.
I think that's what separates you from other artists out here. A lot of times they just use their manager, they just use Instagram. Instagram is their profile and what they do in their lives. And the website, you have that documentation to say, this is who I am and this is my achievements. This is what I've done and what I'm going to do.
Yeah, even got the EPK on it. You're right. I see you definitely was on the site. I appreciate you. Yeah, the EPK and all that, the bio, everything. But I mean, yeah, on the promotion side, I say that will separate me here and there, because I definitely see a lot of people doing it. Shout out all the artists working hard in Long Island, New York City, anywhere across the country. Everybody got their own tactics, and I see a lot of people with some ill shit. But now I always just try to keep myself active with Instagram, TikTok, anything that got people viewing it on their phones, because everybody on their phones nowadays. I'm on it, trying to just put my music on and get my shit out there.
You originally started out as a Facebook superstar. How were you able to do that? Because now we're in the Instagram world. Facebook was crazy.
Hold on. How you know that? That's crazy.
Yeah, I do my research.
Hold on. So in high school, that's tough. Yeah. That's tough. So in high school, I went through a little breakup. You know what happens. Mm-hmm. Everybody gets their heart broken. So that I don't know. It sounds crazy, but I was in front of my pop's BMW. I took a flick and it went viral. Mm-hmm. And it was a trend, like Jersey Club, double tap. It was all that funny for me, going to parties, going crazy at the parties, everybody dancing, doing anything. So I don't know. I had shout out Dance Machine Danny, shout out Montana, shout out everybody that was going crazy, BBE, all of shout out all of them. Shout out the good old days, put it like that. So then yeah, it was just a trend that the city had started. Jersey, the city, they started it. Make sure you always pay homage. And then it came down to us. I started going to Queens a little bit partying, and Facebook was just active. So then I guess it's really crazy you said this, because I put this shit into effect with my music. I'm like, I feel like I've seen this life already with Facebook, like this whole moving forward and having a fan base and all this, everything. Like, it's crazy you said that, but I started seeing how I was going to parties and people knew who I was just off double tapping, just off being on a book. Like, what I used to do is I used to make a status and say, drop your illest picture and I'll make a rap about you. But I never rapped. I didn't rap in high school, none of that. I never wanted to be an artist. I never wanted to be a rapper. I just did it for fun. So girls would drop their best looking picture. Guys would drop their flyest flips, like the bros, the homies, anybody, like just the bros on some chill shit, drop it with the illest Jordans on, design or whatever, because I'm rapping about everything. And I just put it in like a Triller. And I'll just go like this, and go crazy about 13, 20 people. And that shit started going viral. So then it was just a mixture of just 2016 partying, going crazy, getting outside, and then just me doing that funny, cool shit with the rapping and shit. And I don't know, my book was that, like you said, it was taking off, but then I don't know, it's too much in my business and everybody else's business. It was just too much. It got to a point where the shit was ill, it was cool, but it got to a point where it was Ma, you just Facebook, it's time to take a break off the book.
Did you ever get involved with something like MySpace?
MySpace, I used to be on MySpace. I had Lil Wayne as my what was it called? When people came to your page, you know how the song played?
I remember that.
Yeah, they used to have a little thing. I was on MySpace. I bagged my first girlfriend on MySpace. That's a fact.
Oh.
I was scared to talk to her all day. It was 5th grade, 6th grade, scared to talk to her all day. Went home, made a new MySpace. I found out about MySpace in school. So I'm like, wait, there's a way I could talk to her without asking her in person? Shit, big. Went to the crib, went to Uncle Mike's house. Boom, went to Uncle Mike's house, went on the little computer, made my own little MySpace real quick, DM'd it. You know what I had to do from there, man. You know what I had to do from there.
Of course. How do you like the Instagram world, though? How did you originally build your following on there? Because you're building it quick, man.
So basically, Instagram was, I started on Instagram like 2016, 2017, but I had a couple Instagrams. Like, it was an Instagram I had for basketball here, all that other stuff. But when it comes to making music, what I had to do, I had to learn from my boy Showtime. Shout out Showtime Brando. He movie actor. He got his own music too when it comes to the dancing and stuff. I'll show you a little more about him soon. But shout out Showtime. He basically just helped me with all of this, and every single day he had me like doing different tactics and different like ways of promoting myself. Like, I'm not even on some bot shit in the comments and shit, but I would go in the comments and say like some ill shit though, like pushing my shit, and people would either jack it or people would try to be funny or people would, but for me, I'm not like this. I know this is what I'm getting myself into. So somebody had say some stupid shit like, oh, like somebody had try to like
bring you down,
try to like troll me. Yeah, somebody had try to troll me like, oh, your shit whack. I'd be like, you dead ass, bro? You really think so? And the nigga comment back like, nah, I'm playing real shit fire. So like, I just will always every day be in comments, like every comment section, look up my favorite couple artists and go into my favorite couple artists, like just like the comments, not even on no crazy shit. Just people see my name, like, who the fuck is this? Fkmarr, like their boot. And now they see the content and the page though. Now they want to fuck with it, like, oh, who is this though? Really though? Then I started doing the DMs. Yo, my name is I'm from New York. I'm doing my thing. Here's my link. Boom. Then when I went from there to that, started going to TikTok, and I just started growing my shit. I got a song called Doughboy. It's off the Finding My Way project, and I did a TikTok on that, and I was basically giving people a question and 3 answers so they could choose. Because in my head, I'm like, yo, my TikToks ain't going nowhere, my nigga. And I'm not at the point anymore. I do that little pretty boy shit. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm a pretty boy. I don't do this shit no more. Like, I can't sit in the bathroom with the camera, all that, for me to slow dancing. I'm not into none of that shit no more. So I really am not. And I know that's all go viral on TikTok. So I'm like, you know what? I gotta give them something to want to comment. Like, why do they want to comment? And a lot of people say I look like Dave East, so I blew up off that too. I blew up off that on TikTok heavy. So then I did a regular Doughboy video, and it got like 400K. Just chill shit. Niggas be going crazy viral. But once I seen that, I found something that I could stick with. I kept doing that shit on TikTok. People started saying I lived rent free on the For You page. The niggas like, yo, I keep seeing you on my For You page. Yo, your rent is due. Like, it started getting like a comedy thing. Like, started becoming cool. I was slacking on the TikTok and shit because it is a lot of work, but I kept doing it though. It's something I could always go back to. So that grew my following a lot too. And then on top of that is just what I learned from my boy Zorro. Shout out Zorro, FK Zorro. Even though we don't make music right now, everybody taking a little breaks and do what they're doing. He's still doing his thing. Shout out FK Zorro. So even though I was on TikTok and Instagram, he started putting me on too. Hit up influencers on IG. Just pay a little $40, pay $50 for the shout out. Yeah, you paying somebody for a shout out, but that shit helps. It grows your page. So shout out damn, what's her name? Carmen Lopez. Shout out Carmen Lopez and Corey Pritchett. They two IG Live and I said IG Live, IG famous and YouTubers. They famous YouTubers, and I always hit them up. I hit up Carmen, yo, amount of bread I put in her pocket, man. She don't need that. I'm just saying for me, like amount of money I put into her, like. But she grew my shit. My shit was growing and growing. And it was another person too, I forgot. And my boy Tashim, he always showed love too. But it's just IG influencers. I would send them a video, a hard music video that's ready to be pushed. I know like mediocre shit. I'm not sending them no shit that I just did in the crib, a trailer or something I could post on my page. Something that people gonna go on their page like, oh shit. So I would do that.
Professional and ready to go.
Once a week, twice a week, once a week, twice a week. And my shit was just growing and growing. And I always make sure I keep my content up. Always gotta keep my content up on my page. Cause I feel like this shit my 9 to 5. Like while I'm doing this music, this shit really my 9 to 5. Cause the only way for me to get to where these other artists is at is exposure. That's the only thing I need right now. Somebody that nobody knows to see me, to find me, to yo, who you? Yeah, let's do it. Like, you feel me? That's all I'm waiting for.
Speaking of keeping your content up, releasing 20 songs in 20 weeks in 2020. Not too many artists can do that. That's a challenge.
Yeah, so to touch up on that, I was in a group. I was in a group called FKI. I know you probably, I'm about to let it rock. But after we split and stuff, in all good ways, positive ways for the people, nothing happened in any negative way. We all did what we had to do. I was like, yo, I have a problem, toxic, a good problem, but I want to drop music so much. I want to drop. I want people to hear me. I want to be heard. Like, I want niggas like, yo, Ma, your shit is really hard. Like, I want niggas to really hear my shit. I want to be critiqued. Like, for me, but I was making music so fast at a rapid pace. Shout out Fleek. Shout out Social Media House. Always got to keep paying my homage and dues for a fact. Fleek used to leave his equipment at the stool, and I used to just stay at the stool every day on some grinding shit. And he used to just leave, and I used to stay up all night, bro. All night.
I've heard the stories, man, about how you came up sleeping in your car, a studio that you were going to shut down. You went through a lot in life, and I get that you feel as though that you're put in these positions for a reason, and that's going to make you tougher at the end of the day.
Hell yeah. Shout out JT, man. That's my brother for real, another FK member. Me and him, I got a studio. Box, shout out Box. I don't care if I shout out 1,000 people, I gotta shout them out, man. They real right. He got us a little stew and stuff, and we were staying in that stew. Just fast forward in time, to the 20 songs though. I'm at Social Media House, and I'm just grinding every night, making mad music. Every day somebody come in, yo, bump this. Niggas like, yo, Ma, you hard. And mind you, Fleek taught me how to engineer off of his template. He had a template that was very easy to work off of. So when he would leave, I'm just labbing, trying to work. Like, how the fuck this shit work? What's this auto-tune? So I get in the booth one morning, like 4 a.m. I remember it like it was now, like 4 a.m, bro. I'm like, put on a beat. Beats by Roku. Shout out that guy. Put on one of his beats. I'm like, yo, how do these artists out here get all these people to sing their music? That's the first thing I said to myself. Then I said, what do they do to make these melodies? They gotta be something they're doing. It gotta be niggas just not just sitting here and just creating, bro. What are they doing? Like, and then I said to myself again, they gotta be a rhythm or flow before you put your words down on. So I started doing more rhythms and more melodies before I even had lyrics. And I had one good beat, that beat right there, boom, take the 4. I was like, So I'm just melodizing, start putting words together. Bro, I made like 12, 13 songs in like 6 hours. No writing. And the songs I'm talking about is Finding My Way. HBK Anthem, Intro, Big Mad. I ain't write to none of those. I was just humming up melodies, stopping when I fucked up, going back, going over it, going through. I engineered all of them shits, and I was just putting in that pain. So then I started realizing I was dropping shit. Like, I dropped some shit, and then like my shit, I have so much confidence in my shit too. Like, I really, really do. So I wanted to keep going and dropping it. So I'm like, you know what, Ma, you need a tactic. And like I said, Showtime, I call him about everything, advice, whatever. He hit me up every day, like, yo, Ma, you really are like the nicest nigga in the world. He like mad. He give me confidence, all of that. That's my boy for real. So I'm like, yo, Showtime, what if I dropped a song once a week until the end of the year, and then New Year's, I just dropped a deluxe? And that'll be good, because it's like the algorithm will still work. It's once a week. People will know that I'm dropping it, and I just got to be consistent with it. And he's like, how many songs is that? I'm like, 20. He's like, you got 20? I'm like, bro, I got 30. Every song I dropped in that 20-week process, bro, I didn't record. It was already in the stash.
All freestyle. So,
yeah, not even that. Freestyle all written. They was just already recorded prior to me making the idea of dropping it. Yeah, so for example, I had a lineup already made. So while I'm doing this 20-week, I'm cooking up new music already. So now I'm dropping the music every Friday, doing what I love to do now. So everyone is hearing my shit, whether y'all hear it or not, because at the end of the year, when I drop a deluxe, I'm going to push that one tape with every song on it. So then I said to myself, like, all right, so let's do that. Let's try that. Boom, I did that. And then I dropped every day, boom, 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 boom. New Year came, deluxe. I'm like, congrats, man, you did it. Now we got to keep going. Boom, deluxe it. And then I write too much, and I feel like I gotta, like, even right now, I'm not gonna drop no more music to my birthday. I told myself, smack myself a couple times.
And when's your birthday?
June 22nd.
When's gonna be the drop after June? Your birthday?
After June, really though. After June, I'm planning a big drop on my birthday. I'm planning a big drop because I want to shoot a video to every song I drop. I'm planning a big drop. So after my birthday drop, I'm planning to just hold it off until we see what's going on, because I got a lot of music out. So I want to make sure that when that does happen, when that kickoff does happen, we still could push all of the shit at the same time with it too. Because I'm not gonna hold you. Finding My Way, the first solo project I dropped, let's say shit kick off right now, I get a call, boom, we up. I want to push that project first before I push anything out right now. I'm real, it's the most commercial thing I got. So I would want to push the older shit anyway. But I don't know, it's a process. I'm just glad I got where I got now. So I'd rather be thinking what I'm gonna do while the music is out than have none of this shit recorded or dropped and I'm contemplating what I want to do. So now, while I'm thinking about my master plan, people still bumping my shit. I had took a couple songs down and people was mad, but it's like Showtime told me like, bro, you gotta think like there's gonna be a time for that song. There's gonna be a time for that. So I was like, yeah, you're right, bro, you're right. So I took some shit down. I just made my shit look more clean. That's when we got the website and did all of that, making it more professional. I working on the write-ups, working on everything to get right in line to us. So I'm really packaged the fuck up. So when all a nigga gotta say is, yo, get in the booth. And that's my favorite part. Like, so it's like, that's all we trying to wait for.
Speaking of website and getting everything packaged up, are you looking to sign a deal or do you want to stay independent and basically profit off of that? Because if you look at artists like Troy Ave, you've seen successful independent artists.
Yo, that's a great question. So I'll answer. I would be honest with you. I would really be honest with you. With what I'm doing right now and with the plans that I have, maybe it is more essential to go and fuck with a dude. It is. And I'm not listening to what he said or she said. I'm gonna just get my people to get what we have to get. We're gonna make sure we're in the right position and we do what we do. But as an artist, I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna keep pushing myself independent as much as I can for the mental state of it, to see what I can do on my own. And let's say I do get picked up and the time is right and everything is in line, then if it makes sense, if the method to the madness, feel me, if it's a method to the madness, then we gonna go ahead and rock out with it. But I get a lot of talks and a lot of shit every here and there about the independent and this and that. And where I'm at right now, independently, is a good position. But I just know that, like you said, if I was to get a deal or something, it might even put me in a better, like at the moment. Long run, who knows? But at the moment, yes, it would.
I think the connections would be the benefit for you. More connections. If you're signed to a label, say if you got signed to a label like Mass Appeal or Def Jam, you can link with artists like Dave East. I know you're a big Dave East guy, and he's someone that's really underrated in the game because he does a lot, especially with not just music, but TV and film.
I fuck with Def Jam heavy. I fuck with Def Jam. I fuck with QC.
Yeah, quality control.
I fuck with QC. Tired little baby. I said, "What's up, man?" I fuck with QC too. But now I'm open to everything. I just want to do what's best for myself, put myself in the best position, and keep my foot on the gas. Like whatever's gonna, because I have a whole plan on a back end. So if what we doing right now, like let's say whatever we talking about, what we doing right now, if it works and if it all makes sense with that back plan, then we're gonna have to do it. Because in life, everyone take it out and take a W. You take steps back to take steps forward. But I just want to make sure I don't, for me, do no stupid shit, like no crazy stupid shit. So I got my mind open right now, but I'm just busting my ass as an independent artist right now, waiting to see what would happen. But what you said is 100% key. Getting that involvement with the labels and all of that to be able to be linked up. Because I think that's all I'm waiting. I think that's my only. Once I get a feature, it's over, bro.
What feature do you think it's gonna be? Do you want it to be Dave? Because you're a big Dave guy.
Yeah, I mean, so I was always a Dave East fan. Because one thing I can say about Dave East is his hip hop music is still it's. There's a lot of hip hop artists that'll die out. He don't die out. His shit don't die out. Like niggas will say he die out. That nigga get on a song with somebody and go crazy, and he don't use auto-tune or that. He still use hip hop, so niggas can't hate. But truthfully, like I'll tell you right now, truthfully, my top 5 artists, at no order, I'm gonna say like Baby Dirk. We not including Ace in it. Baby Dirk. I like Chef G and Sleepy Hollow. They low key put together. You can't even violate. Like they put together, bro. They put together. Now, Baby Dirk, I fuck with Herbo. I fuck with G Herbo a lot. And probably gotta say like not feature wise, right? Who I bump, right? Who I be bumping.
It could be bumping or feature wise if you want to get into the feature wise, because that's your song. That's what you think that's gonna really take off your career.
Nah, 100%. Though like super mainstream, but nothing like super crazy. I'm talking about artists right now that's killing it, that's still killing it in the game. They up it, they killing it in the game. 3 niggas that people probably wouldn't even think I would say right now. 100%, I'm telling you, Smooth L, me and Smooth L will go crazy on this track. Bro, I'm telling you, we will go crazy. Another one, Justin Rory. Oh my gosh, that's my boy. He's really nice. And I'm talking about not like crazy up, but they still killing in the game right now. And like I said, what you call it? Chef G. Chef G is nice. Chef G, I fuck with Chef G heavy. Those are like those are some New York artists that I would want to collaborate right now where it'll make sense. Like, of course, I'm gonna have the time and opportunity down the line. I'm gonna be able to work with Durkio and all these other big words. Everyone has their time and moments, but being realistic with myself right now at this stage and moment, even if I had to get connected or put money up, those three artists that are really doing their thing right now, those are three, like, and for me, Lil TJ too. He a feature nigga. Lil TJ body is features.
Yes, you saw that in his newest project that just dropped.
But who I listen to, I bumped it. I fucked with it. But 5 artists I listen to on a daily is Dirk, Baby, Polo G, Herbo, and a little bit of Young Boy. But I like him though. He's nice. I like him though. But I listen to a little bit of Young Boy. But Dirky on Baby got my whole playlist. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie.
I'm going to ask you a question. Do you think A Boogie is the king of New York? Because there's something with a fascination with New York rappers. There has to be a king. People call A Boogie the king. I know in a year you said you want to be the best artist in New York.
I'm about to go hold you. A Boogie really did create the lane he has. Like, he did create that path to be the king. He is a melodot. Like, his melodies is like different. Like, the way he creates his music, the way he puts his words together, like, he definitely is very different. And if I had to make a list, I would definitely put A Boogie up there. You gotta respect him. You have to, because when you hear even his old music, new music, when you hear him, like, he's really an artist. Like, you already say I'm an artist, like Josh. Like, he really like A Boogie's like that. So when it comes to that conversation, like, you got niggas like Fabi going crazy right now. You got niggas like TJ going crazy right now. But you got niggas like Boogie with, it's like a music from 2015, a song from 2015, 2016 is still knock, like, super knock. But yeah, in a year though, when I do what I have to do and earn my respect, the music is gonna speak. And I'm gonna love to work with these artists because it's gonna bring me to a whole nother caliber. Like, it's gonna bring me to a whole nother demeanor. Like, I would love to work with A Boogie, bro. I feel like it would take me a whole nother different mental state. Like, the way he puts his music together, like, when niggas be cooking up, it'll definitely be tough. But yeah, to answer your question, I could definitely see him holding the throne right now still, like, cause he still earned his stripes. He did what he had to do. Like, he put his effort and his pain in, and he put that shit into the music, and he had everybody going crazy. But it's a lot of niggas in New York coming for that shit though. A lot of niggas in New York coming for that,
including you, Fkmarr.
Hell yeah, nah, my shit not, bro. My shit really not.
It does. 50 for 50. Another stressful cook up. This is all off of preseason. I think you titled preseason is because that you're just getting ready. This is the warm up for you.
100%. It's like, my thing is, I want to be able to experience just a little bit more. Like, let's say I went to the other side of the country with no phone type shit. I want to go to a whole nother mental state of mind so I could just start like opening my music up into different shit for me. Like, I want to start, like, that's why preseason really, like you said, is a preseason, because the shit I'm about to drop soon, like the shit I'm about to start getting into, is just all different fire music.
Everyone's gonna be looking forward to it. You see it all going viral. You see other people reposting it.
Yeah.
You're making some noise.
I emphasize my flows and shit, because I start to realize that's what people really like look for. Like, and I feel like what separates me is I have the melody and the flow, but I be putting words behind it. My wordplay, the way I match my lines up, my lyrics, and all that shit. It's fire. Like, people tell me about it. And I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody that for me keeps me moving, because sometimes you need that shit. But I got confidence in myself for real.
It's very difficult to find one of those real lyrical trap rappers or someone that can rap on trap beats. You can do it, and it's enjoyable, because a lot of times you get those stereotypical rappers
That's a good word. Enjoyable. That's a good ass word.
It is.
Because that's what I feel like it is when you hear my music. I feel like my music make niggas hype. Like, I feel like my music is like party music in a sense. Like,
100%.
And I keep going. Like, I try to make sure every time I say a lyrical line, it's like either somebody could relate to. It could be a caption in a song where it's like, for me, every bar got a hit. Like, every bar got a hit. It can't be no rest, no breaks, no BS. Every bar got a punch, because these niggas gotta know, like, even if someone bumped the song and don't like it, they still gonna say, like, that nigga did what he had to do though. That shit I, man. They be like, that shit I.
What do you think was the best song off of preseason?
I'm not gonna lie. The best song off of preseason, the best song is probably either 50 for 50 or Off the Wire, but my favorite is Can't Be Upset. Yeah, my favorite is Can't Be Upset. Definitely. And I video shoot the 27th. I still don't know what I want to shoot to. I might shoot to one of the songs we're speaking about. I don't know yet. I don't know what I want to shoot to.
People would even call your raps nursery. When you listen to Another Stressful Cook Up, people are calling your rhymes nursery. Yeah,
nah, in a sense, like, not even literally, but I feel like sometimes when I rap, I used to like rap to niggas back there before. Like, I feel like niggas will hear me, but they won't hear me. Like, niggas will hear my music, but they won't really hear my music. But then if I'm right next to somebody or I'm rapping my shit, like, oh yeah, yo, that shit was fire. So it's like, I feel like I kind of metaphor that out when I said that, like, niggas are basically act like they hear it, like, oh yeah, I hear you, like, but niggas don't really be like bumping it. Like, you know?
I'll give you a great comparison between Jay-Z and Nas. People are always going to give Jay-Z the crown. At the end of the day, Nas is a better lyricist. And the thing that may make people choose Jay-Z over Nas is because Nas is too philosophical. He's like a dictionary. Whereas Jay-Z, he kind of just gives it to you out in the open. You really don't have to think as much as Nas when listening to a Jay-Z song.
Nah, definitely. Yeah, that's definitely a fact. No cap. Nah, they was both tough though. But even me, so like that's like even getting into conversations like that, like I'm not gonna lie, growing up, I was more of a like shout out my cousin Daryl. He really, like, his favorite rapper was Tupac. He was into all of that, like, old school music, and he always had me bumping it. But for some reason, I was just always into like the more newer style of music. Like, I don't know why, like, I was. But yo, top 5 Dead or Alive with Jadakiss. No disrespect.
And even you had the chance to meet him.
Yeah, that's a fact. I was with and this nigga, that's what had me weak as hell too, because I met him, right? Somebody I didn't really know. I know, but I didn't know, like, off rip. He's like, yo, pull up. You gotta see Jadakiss. I'm like, Jada? Yeah, pull up. Like, yo, Jada, meet Fkmarr, this nigga in New York, and he doing his thing. He like, yeah, yo, what's up? Yo, you look like Dave East. I'm like, he's like, yo, he started dying laughing. I'm like, yo, what's good, Jay? I told him basically everything I was going on. I told him for me to pay my respect. Told him about I respect how what he doing and stuff. He did his verse for Biscuit for a Biscuit song. Shit go hard.
I was on World Star.
Yup. Biscuit, Dream Dog, Jadakiss. Shout out to Biscuit for real.
Jadakiss is on the top 5 Dead or Alive. Who are those other 4 rappers?
How about answer that?
Yeah. Tupac has to be on it.
Niggas gonna be in the comment section like, "Bar is kids." I'm telling you though, Jadakiss top 5 Dead or Alive. Yeah, though. And that's all I can say. We might as well leave it up to the blood after
that. You said that you were more interested in the newer artists. Are we talking early 2000s, Ludacris era, Nelly era, 50 Cent?
I was bumming a lot of music like that, definitely. But that's because I'm telling you, my cousin Daryl, my Uncle Mike used to get in the car, yo, he was, and he would put on the radio or something. And my cousin Daryl will learn a song in like 2 minutes. Like, he'll learn every lyric. So my uncle will write it back and he'll be like, yo, sing a song. He'll play the whole song. So it was just math 50 Cent, G Unit, all that shit. Yeah, anything you name, like Chris Brown, everything. That nigga knew every song, every Tupac song, every song. But I was just on some like, I was on some like, yeah, you talking 2000s era and going forward, but I was born in 99 anyway, so niggas can't even really go crazy when we talking about like the 90s. I can't even really jack my 90s baby. Like, I really can't, like, but truthfully, like.
You got a lot on the way. You even have your own apparel line.
Yeah, rated RRR. Everything rated RRR. I started when I had my name. Growing up, I never had nicknames. First of all, I never had everyone in the world had a nickname. I never had a nickname. So that when I was making my artist, I'm like, fuck am I gonna make my name? Like, what am I naming myself? Like, Fkmarr. We're gonna go with that 2 R's. So now I started calling myself RRR. Somebody definitely started that shit. I don't know who it was. Maybe it was Fresco. Shout out Fresco. But once I started doing that, I'm like, yo, I need to stem some. So it was either gonna be Roadrunner or Really Rich. Either or. This was like 2020, at the end of 2020, right when we first started making music. When I was still in the group. So then after that, I just left it as RRR. I was just left it as that. I got tired. The shit hit. Like, it clicked on me. People started calling me. And then shout out Fetus, man. Clothing, person who make all my clothing. Shout out Fetus. He make all my clothing and HBK clothing, man. Shout out HBK. That's the guys of the group, Heartbreak Kids. But after I started making my shirts, I'm about to release the hoodies, and we're gonna flock from there. So every time I have a show or go out and stuff, at least I got the merch to wear around. I'm supposed to be wearing it right now, but I was in a real serious rush. I don't like being unprofessional, so I made sure I just got down to it.
Oh, no, that's all right. Make sure you go check that out. It's all available on the website. Is that right?
Yeah.
They can go purchase that.
Yeah, everything is on the website. I'm about to update it too, because I think the video, I gotta put a poll or something on Instagram. It's like two or three songs I want to shoot, so I gotta put a poll on Instagram.
See what visual they want first.
Yeah, I gotta put a poll on Instagram. I think that's the plan to see what the fans want to hear, what the fans want to see.
Mm-hmm. That's great that you have a fan base. And let's say a few years ago when you were going through your situation, you probably didn't think that this was going to happen the way it did, but it turned out to be for the better.
I mean, yeah. So like, while I was going through what I was going through, I was realizing like, why is everything with music excelling, but everything else in life is declining? Like, why is started asking myself questions. Like I was in the studio every day, just asking myself questions every day. So then I just started realizing like, this shit is like, I started turning all my losses to lessons in a sense. Instead of looking at them as losses, like, oh, fuck, what am I going to do? I started realizing why this shit was happening and then capitalizing off of it. So even though I didn't have anything, I was still using all my resources. And then my biggest resource was faith. So while I was doing everything I was doing, I just kept faith, just had faith. Me and JT, we was in the studio every night, sleeping in the studio on the couch. He was sleeping on the couch. I was on a beanbag on top of the chair, just every night, just making music, praying, doing what we had to do. He was going where he had to go I had to go, just cooking up. And the only thing we could do is just use what we had and just keep having faith. And every day we was working. I used to go to New York City with my group, and we used to just put a speaker right in the middle, put down everything I love. We used to put a speaker right in the middle. I got footage of all that. And we used to perform in front of everybody, in front of the residents, with just fake mics, and had our music playing out the speaker. And we used to go all the way to the city and do that shit, and just did it just because we used to go to shout out SBL. I remember we used to go to I used to be with SBL in the Bronx. We used to go to Connecticut, giving out CDs with our songs on it. Like, we was doing everything it took, whatever it takes. That's why I named my project Whatever It Takes. Mm-hmm. That's why my first project is called Finding My Way. That's why I got tattooed right here with the astronaut with his face cover, because I believe in what I'm about to do and what's about to happen in the future. But I don't really, my Cartiers is not on yet. Like, for me, I got the blinders on, but I'm moving by faith anyway, so I know it's gonna follow through.
I got a question for you here. Do you believe in horoscopes? Were you reading your horoscope at that time, or you just didn't pay attention to it? Because I'm someone that doesn't like to pay attention to horoscopes.
So I was actually talking to my mom. My mom is big on like religion and stuff. I think she told me that it's like against, like, horoscopes, like going against religion. So like, I don't know. I have this stuff on Instagram, and what I used to do is I used to see them. Like I used to see what they were saying shit. And instead of like thinking that's what it meant, I used to just relate it into what I was doing and just leave it at that, so I could have a mind or a clear mind of what's going on. So it's not like I was sitting here and like automatically, like, how can I say this? It's not like I was looking at it and automatically understanding that's what's going on. It's like, nah. So they saying this is this. Now let me think about my life. Like, nah, I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Just sound correct. Like, maybe if I just, for me, it was like almost like a little yes and no on both sides. So I read that to see what I could like do type shit. But I usually just pray. Like, instead of believing in something else, I usually just pray. And 10 times out of 10 shouldn't go the way it's supposed to go. Mm-hmm. Like, normally 100%. Like, but that's what was going on when we was in that state of mind. We just had to do what we had to do.
Turning losses, or L's as people say, into lessons. What do you think was your most valuable lesson from an L?
My most valuable lesson that I could say is my most valuable lesson I learned that if you want to do something that you truly want to do, then you gotta follow your heart. You can't follow what anybody else is telling you. And I realized that when I was taking losses, trying to think or listen to what everyone else was telling me, mm-hmm. and instead of just doing what I wanted to do and doing it with a head on my shoulders, not just stupid, but doing what I wanted to do and chasing my dream, I was able to break out of like what was going on and excel because I was doing what I truly love. So imagine if like you ended up being a mailman or something. You didn't want to do that. You feel me? So now you're waking up doing something you don't want to do every day. I was waking up, even though I didn't have nothing, I was waking up chasing something I wanted to do. So it felt better. It felt I had more of an incentive to go for it. You feel me? It's not because mom wanted it or dad or grandma wanted it. It's because mom wanted it. So now if I wanted it and it didn't matter what anyone else thought, the only way to lose is if I stop. So I gotta just keep going. And that's the lesson I learned, is to continue to keep going. And it's not about what he or she wants. It's about what you want. It's about what you want to do. It's about how your life is going to turn out. Because when you was down on your back, it wasn't the people that was trying to change what you wanted to do, wasn't the people that was there or hitting you up. So why do their opinion matter now?
Right. Your father was a rapper too, and that's where it comes from with you right now. Do you think your family, because I've heard you say that your family is kind of split on your support, or support of you being a rapper?
Growing up my whole life, my family was definitely there. I don't want to paint a picture. Anybody said that I wasn't raised or everything was situated, but it became a point where when I stopped going to school or when I started doing what I wanted to do, it was more so, we love you, but we're not going to help you. So we're here for you. We love you, but you're on your own. So, and it didn't matter what the circumstances was, but you're on your own. So I was basically in a situation where if I wanted help or if I needed help, I would have to do what they wanted me to do. And I wanted to do what I wanted to do, not in a disrespectful or ignorant way, in a, yo, this is what I want to do. Like, this is what I'm trying to do for real. Like, I have this in my body, my face. Like, I'm this type of person. Like, I can live this life. Like, I'm built for this. Like, what are y'all not seeing? So then it became a point where it's like the stuff that I was receiving or getting, or the type of support I was getting before, I was not getting now. So it became a point where it got so strong and it got so real. I realized, like, okay, y'all niggas, y'all not joking? Y'all serious? It's like that? Okay, but so now I gotta do what I gotta do, and I gotta do what's best for me. Because when I looked for help, while chasing what I wanted to get, it wasn't there.
Now, it's just crazy. Do you think that it could have made a bigger difference for you if they helped you what you wanted to do?
I mean, yes, because I wasn't, it's not like I was, because all it was support. All it was understanding. That's really all it was. All it was accepting the fact. That's all it is. That's really all it is. And making and understanding that the point that needs to be proven is already proven, because this is what I'm doing and I'm excelling and everyone sees it. So why would you not want to be a part of it? Like, why wouldn't you? It makes zero sense. So it's like I started understanding that the only way for me to be able to do what I want to do and be happy with it is to, one, have the most confidence in myself, two, not depend on anybody else but myself, and three, not care what anybody else thinks negatively about what I'm doing. If you have something negative to say about my goal or about what I'm chasing, you are no longer helping me. You are bringing me down. You are no longer being a asset. You are a liability. You are literally not putting anything into what I'm trying to do. So if you have anything negative to say, all you're doing is bringing me and my dream down. Why would I want you around?
You gotta cut them off.
Like, why? And the crazy part is, people you don't know or have never met before will come around and treat you or be there 10 times more. Let me ask you a question. If you ate McDonald's for 4 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you stopped eating McDonald's and started eating Chick-fil-A for another 10, you think you're going to eat McDonald's after that 10? After that full 10 years of having Chick-fil-A the whole time, you done fell in love with it. You don't want McDonald's no more. That shit played out.
You're on to a new trend.
You done seen a whole nother better fast food restaurant. And McDonald's is not putting anything to the table to make themselves seem like they are trying to want you to come back to eat. So what are you going back to eat for? You might as well keep going and find something else new. We out to Zaxby's. Like, let's go somewhere else. Like, Raising Cane's. Yo, shout out Raising Cane's. I went to Cali recently. Shout out Raising Cane's. Raising Cane's is fire, bro.
That's crazy. Is there a story that you ever watched from a rapper's life story perspective that relates to yourself in sort of ways, or you may have used as motivation?
It's crazy that you say this, and I'm so mad right now because their dead ass is 1,000%, like 25,000. Like I'm telling you, 1,000%. I literally watched the video, but I don't know who it is. But yes, there is, and that, in a sense, knowing that happened, and oh wait, it wasn't even only a rapper, Kevin Hart.
It was Kevin Hart, comedian.
Kevin Hart was a comedian. It was a rapper too, but Kevin Hart used to sit in his car, he used to do he went through that whole stage, he went through that whole time period. I was watching him talk, and everything he was saying, I was understanding and I was relating to, because after going through all of that stuff, like I feel like in a sense, like I feel like, all right, boom, I'm gonna blow up, right? I'm gonna blow up, and I went through all of that stuff because there's millions and millions and millions of people who's going through that too. And the only way for them to be able to get through it or be able to be taught out of it is by somebody who's been through it already. Because like I tell all my high school coaches, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Or I don't tell them that. Like I told my people about high school coaches, if y'all never been to the NBA, how can you coach me to get there? How? You never been there. You can only coach me to your highest elevation. And that person who's been higher than that can coach me to get there. So to fast forward back to what I'm saying, it's like there's no way you can be taught that. So now that I've been through this and I'm being used to, I'm gonna have this fan base, I'm gonna have these people behind me that love my music, they're also gonna be hitting me up about their problems. And I've been through them already. I've done that already. So I'm gonna be able to help get them through it. Just like my cousin Glow, shout out Glow. Every single day he posts like 4 or 5 Bible scripts. He's a full out rapper. He talk about whatever he want, but he 100% has a pure heart. And Glow stands for God loves on everything. And he's a full out rapper. He talks about whatever not negative, it don't matter what it is, but every day he tries to enlighten somebody is what I'm trying to get at though. That's his whole point of that. He tells people to hit me up with your problems and I will help you get through it. But in a sense for me, I've been through, like, I be in a car smoking with my friends. They put me on about their stuff. I sit here and talk for 2 hours and tell them everything about what's going on and everything about why it's going on in their life. And that'll be that. We bump my music, smoke again, the shit is fire. They understand, they go home and they good. And it's like, if I didn't go through none of that, all I can say to them is, I feel you, bro. Word, I feel you, bro. That's a fact. You right. It's crazy, dog. Like, that's, what else can you really, like, what advice can you really give them if you've never been through it? But I could tell my mans, like, bro, I was sleeping in cars too, bro. Like, I was in my man's GTV too, bro. You're not the only one. It's cool. It's all a process. Everything is temporary. All of this shit is temporary. Negative is temporary. Sad is temporary. All of this shit, crying is temporary. Depression, it's all temporary. You can get through all of that. None of that shit is permanent.
That's a fact.
So, like, me knowing that, I was dead there. I was dead there during that time period, telling myself, like, yo, Ma, you about to be straight. You about to be lit. You gonna get in a studio soon and make fire music. You gonna write about all of this. You're gonna talk about everything. And it's all gonna work out. You just gotta get through this little time period right here. And that's what I was getting me through. That's what, just having that faith and doing that. And now I'm gonna be able to, for me, help others too and do that and spread my music and still have fun with it. And still go to shows and go crazy and still do everything, go crazy. It's just gonna open up everything else. Now I'm a positive person. Now I'm a figure.
I want to get into you putting your team together because I saw that you have your own DJ already. So you're ready to hit the road once everything opens back up. And it looks that it's going to be opening back up soon, hopefully by September. I'm hoping, but you have everything already prepared and ready. You've already done performances when everything was going to hell here with COVID.
Shout out DJ Bid, man. That's my DJ. Shout out DJ Bid. We got that in set. Shout out Shug Mike, man. I call him Shug Mike, like Shug Knight, but I call him Shug Mike. Shout out Shug Mike, man. That's the man with the plan. And shout out my team at HBK and Royal Lifestyle. That's who we moving with. And of course, you know, my brothers is always gonna be with me, behind me, and all that. But that's the whole team right there. So I'm waiting, bro. I'm waiting. That's what I meant to say. I just been waiting to say I'm waiting to perform. I can't wait to perform. I love performing. Like, I can't wait. But yeah, we got the DJ, we got the team behind us, we got the cars and everything. We're gonna pull up, we're gonna go crazy. Everything will be nice and situated. It's gonna be a good time. I can't wait though. I can't wait till it opens up. HBK, we throwing a party this summer though. So stay tuned, for real. Stay tuned.
That's fine.
Big party group in Long Island. But it's mainly like like shows. Like it's parties, but it's more so getting into it's concerts type. But every summer we throw a summer splash. It get real lit. Shout out DJ Drewski, he DJ'd it. Shout out Ron Sumo, he pulled up. Shout out the whole SBL. I mean, shout out everybody that was there. It was lit though. It got crazy.
What do you mean to you when Drewski said that you were dope? Because I heard that on your song.
Oh yeah. So Drewski was DJing the party, and I don't know why his name keep coming up. I'm telling you, me and him gonna link up soon too. Cause look, Pete, his name he DJ'd the party. So I went up to him, introduce myself. Poncho introduced. He did what he had to do. And I was speaking to him. He had to basically play the song because we were shooting the video. Because I made an HBK anthem to our group HBK. So I made an anthem. So he was playing his song. Like somebody who showed loves would do. Like, because DJ Drewski always showed love. He showed love to everybody that's up and coming and doing anything. He heard it. I was recording. He spun it back. Like, hold on, this is fire. Shout out to Double R. I'm like, oh shit.
What song was this one?
This was HBK and
HBK. Okay, there, yeah.
Bitches with me, yeah. So then he played it back, boom. So now we recording it. He played it a couple times, so he's really showing love. So I really appreciated that for real. So then now we having a good time. So my boy Honcho told me like, I see how every time you post a video, you tag people and they always comment and shit. They always be dropping comments. Why don't you tag a DJ or something in one of your songs or a video and try to get it on radio or something? Like, just try. Like, maybe you should have them try. Oh, hold on.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Good? Yep, it's perfect.
Nah, you good. He's like, maybe we should. He's like, maybe you should try Drewski. He showed mad love, bro. I'm telling you, Drewski might fuck with you. You never know, bro. Just try it. And I'm a nigga who just gonna try it. You feel me? So I posted my video to Big Mad. Like I told you before, you always get something that's ready to be posted. So when that person sees it, it's no, they don't got nothing. Oh, nah, this shit. No. Maybe if he would have, nah, this shit fire. Hold on, who this? So I got the Big Mad video and I tagged 20 people and I made the caption like, yo, at Drewski, I heard you play upcoming artists every week on your radio show. Listen to Big Mad, this shit fire. I told just me my whole caption. Everyone tagging. And like expected, like Hancho said, he showed love. He DM'd me like, yo, you got the clean version to that? That's on fire. Like, I'm gonna throw it on the radio for you. I'm like, what? That's tough. I appreciate that. To do it on the radio. I had to make the clean version myself on GarageBand because my engineer wasn't answering. So I had to go on GarageBand on a Mac computer and cut and edit everything out. It wasn't even professional. So I was so upset by the time and everything. It sounded good though. Everything sounded good, but I'm talking about for the sake of us speaking on it, I had to go on GarageBand and do what I had to do it quick. It sounded nice though, but he played it. He really showed love. So after that, he was like, he was just telling me like, we were just talking and stuff, just telling me like everything, keep working. You know, everybody tell each other keep working, doing your thing, keep your head up, keep moving. See you soon. So I'm telling you though, something's gonna happen with him. I think I'm gonna see him again soon at a party or something. He's a cool dude. I fuck with Drewski. But yeah, I said that
looking to get a song with him though. You'll definitely be looking to get a song with him because he does do songs just like Funk Flex does. He's got his own mixtapes going.
Yo, when the producers start pulling me in studios, that's when this shit gonna go right there. I'm telling you, right up there, right up. I wish my group was still around me. That shit was a goodie. But yeah, I'm telling you, once we start doing that, we get into the whole field of getting into studios, collaborations, and really finding out who this Fkmarr kid is. Like, I can't wait till them to really try to find out who this Fkmarr kid is, because that's when I'm gonna really show niggas who Marty is, like, really, though, Double R is. Like, that's when I'm gonna really get to show niggas who I really am. Like, I want to be put in the studio like 4 different artists. Like, yeah, let's throw this nigga with the lines and see how he work. Because I'm telling you, I'm gonna grab. Shit gonna be hard. The track, the video, everything gonna be hard. Because like that's the number one thing I try to take into consideration too, to always make sure my image is straight. That's what for me, image, because the music could be good, you can have a bad image. You can have a good image, bad music. You can have both of those, but no promotion or no push into it. So like nobody could hear your shit. But I feel like that's all I'm missing. I need a little bit more promotion. We're gonna be situated.
You already have UK connects too. I read that on your website. You're already connecting with UK artists, so you're known not only in the States but outside of the States as well.
Yeah, 100%. And that'd be fire too. Like that really be fire when. Oh yeah, that's another thing I used to do. I meant to tell you that. So, because you said UK, I remember London. It happened a couple of times. I used to go on the Explore and go on random lives and try to join a live and play my music or rap. And I joined some TikTok famous girl live. Shout out Playboy Angie. She from New York, but I joined another girl from London. It was like 400, 500 viewers. I had no idea I was going to join that shit. And I'm in the studio by myself, mad source. It was like a Friday night, mad source in the studio. So I put my phone up just like this right here. I'm in the studio with my crib. I put the phone up. I start playing my music. I'm like, yo, if the song is trash, kick me out. When you hear bad song, kick me out. She like, all right, I'm like, judge all my songs. So I play my first one. Before the song even come on, you know the comment section. This nigga about to be trash. Boo, get him moved. Dave West, Dave North. This nigga about to be trash. I bet you did mid. Soon as the beat drop, bad, double up Barney back, and so I started rapping. But I used to trap out the whip, doing this shit for my brothers. We are for each other because I know how hard it could get. She was like, all the comments, fire. Who is he? Why is this nigga not signed? Mad comments. I'm like, this is the type of like motivation and energy I needed to see. Like, so I started doing that, started getting mad followers off of that shit. And then after that, now there's a Playboy Angie girl come up from New York. Mm-hmm. And again, 200-300 viewers, started going crazy on her live. Mad followers after that. And then I started paying like dancers and TikTokers to do shit to my music. So shout out New York Meta. He's a dancer out here. I paid him to like do dances to my songs and shit. That nigga be bugging out. Like, he's nice. He be bugging. And a couple TikTokers, they just make their own shit. Like, they either make comedy videos, dance videos, but all that shit I do to just keep trying to push my music to get it to that, for me, that type of point where I could really be heard and shit. Like, I need a group of something to just, at one point, that's what I'm saying, a show be perfect. Put me in front of 5K, I'm telling you, it's over.
It's a wrap.
10K is over. I don't care if it's, I don't care how many people it is. I love it. It energizes me. It makes me hyper. Like, hearing my music in front of all those people, like, I'm telling you that, oh my God, I can't, I'm too excited. I'm too excited, but I can't wait to perform. I would love to. I'll perform tomorrow, next week, anytime. I can't wait to perform. I really can't wait.
Doesn't it feel great when you're cherished with positivity instead of something negative? The fact that you saw all those positive comments to your music, mm-hmm. that just adds something to your game.
But I do want to say, though, for people listening, there do be times where you be going on stuff, you'll go on somewhere, you'll do something, and you will try your hardest and somebody will still bash your shit. You can't focus on none of that. You can't worry about none of that shit. I had to remember that and accept that. I had to realize that, bro, not everybody's gonna like your shit. Not everybody's gonna like your music. You're gonna walk into people who think your music is so good, they're gonna say something bad about it. And they're gonna try to act like they're critiquing you. Yo, bro, that was fire, but if you would've, you know it was fire, bro, just give me my compliment. Niggas will try to bring you down just because, like, for me, it's all the mental thing. So even if you do get on, I done got on IG Live and rapped as hard as I could, like my hardest, bro. And the nigga still said I was trash. And maybe he thought I was. But I'm telling you, this shit was fire, though. Like, I done went hard as hell. Like, and then there've been times where I done stuttered and messed up in a live, and niggas still thought I was doing good and fine. So you feel me? You just gotta, at the end of the day, I'm basically trying to say, at the end of the day, you gotta always have the most confidence in yourself. I got the most confidence in me. So even if him say I'm trash, I know for a fact somewhere in one of these songs, this shit is fire. Like, I know it is. Like, it gotta be. Like, it's no way all three I think this shit bad. It's no way critique me. Tell me what I gotta do.
It's all about having that determination and drive.
And I want it. Like, I really want to do this shit. I want to do this shit. I want to be a part of this. I want to be into this shit and keep making more fire. Like, I want people to, yo, Mark, drop your shit already. Yo, Mark, I need that. Like, I want, like, for me, that's the shit that I'm working towards. That's the shit I'm trying to get towards, trying to do. Like, I want to be able to have that type of fun and open up to that type of, like, fan base and shit and have that type of crowd. That shit would be lit.
What do you think is your next major move into achieving the goal of becoming the hottest artist in New York City?
It gotta be either working towards continuing to boost that catalog, right? We're gonna continue to keep that catalog going because I definitely do write at a very rapid rate, so we're gonna keep that catalog going. But I think my next biggest move right now as an artist, the one thing I'm waiting on right now, and it makes me so mad because I already know what to say, but I'm just trying to, like, open up answers too, like, definitely a feature. to open up so people can figure out who I am and see how I work with somebody on another track. Like, you know how niggas like, oh, he did this with him, he did that with him, he sounded fly. Like, I need a feature or a very, because my music is fire. So, like, my music is good enough to pop. I need a very detailed, fire, like, well-paid video. Like a very like I'm talking about some like packing the mail is gone. She said, like, I'm talking about some the baby, like, you know how you really put like those detailed, like, I need a detailed, real serious video or a feature, simple feature. And that shit will just do what it has to do because, like I said, I have enough catalog where I could get one feature and you know how much music.
Then the catalog does numbers because people go look at your work, your previous work.
Exactly. I'm telling you, I do one feature and now it's like, yo, who the fuck is Fkmarr? Like, mad music. Oh, let me bump this. Hold on. This nigga, and now niggas don't gotta worry about, oh, I don't gotta worry about niggas saying, oh, do I have to like him? No, because he got a song with blah, 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 blah. That's how niggas think. He got a song with so he's lit now. Like, that's how niggas think. So all I'm gonna need is that little feature or whatever it is, or that outstanding video to bring people to that catalog. And once they get to that page, they got a 10-song project to look at. They got Plain Jane, shout out DJ Lamas, my cousin, Alex Mims. They got Plain Jane, the video, that song to look at. They got the deluxe to whatever it takes. They got they got preseason. On my birthday, they about to get lucky number 5. I'm telling you, it's gonna go crazy.
Drewski's got you up there spinning too. Who are some other DJs that you want to get your hands on their record?
Ooh, definitely Enough. Definitely Funk Flex. Definitely a DJ Enough Funk Flex. I know Drewski again. I fuck with Drewski again. I definitely want MV. I like MV. I would love to be on the Breakfast Club too. I would love to be on that show too. That show is fire too. And no funny, I like the questions you're asking, bro, because you're asking some fire questions for real.
I appreciate that, man.
I think I want to get in tune with. I think right now I want to get in tune with Enough and Flex. We're gonna get in tune with Enough soon. I feel like Enough gonna hit me out of nowhere one of these days. Like somebody just.
Well, he does the New It too, so he's gonna have to play you New It too. So whatever new banger you got on, I think he's gonna be going to you first.
Yeah, definitely. And also, I'm about to do something this week with what is it? DJ Sophia Body. Is that her name? Sophia Body. Sophie Body. She's doing some event with Dave East, and I'm performing at it. So I definitely should see another DJ or some special guests there. So I'm hoping to connect and get some opportunity-based things there too while I'm there. Let people be able to see me and see who I am. So hopefully some shit come out of that. Yeah, some good shit gonna come out of that, definitely.
Hopefully a Dave East feature. I think, that would go crazy.
You want to know what's gonna happen? This was gonna happen because I like to manifest shit a lot. I don't just talk on my ass. I like to manifest shit a lot. So like when I met him in North Bath, I was at the studio engineering a session because remember I told you Fleet taught me how to. So I started doing sessions for him, and he would let me record. We came up with a deal. That's my big bro for real. Like that's really big bro. He was like, yo, I'll let you stay in the studio, do what you gotta do. I'll do some sessions for me while I edit videos. Oh yeah, let's do it. Let's work. So he teaching me and shit. I engineer. So my cousin Angelo called me, yo, Dave East in North Bath. I said, what? I said, yeah, bro. Like where you at? Pull up. Like, yo, gang. I got a debt. Told the nigga in the booth. Like, yo, gang, it was one of my boys, man, yo, gang, I got a dip. Yo, JT, engineer real quick. He's like, what happened? I'm like, yo, Davies, no bad, might go, like, for me, try to chop it up with him and shit. So he's like, oh, yeah, go ahead. So then, boom, I pull up. When I get there, when he's shooting his video to, was it Menace? It was Menace. The one at Sonic. It was like, yeah, I think it was.
That was on World Star. It was on.
Yeah, 2-Step and I Am Now with the
Karma 3.
Yeah. So then he's shooting that. So he was shooting a little scene from Don't Be a Menace, and I'm just sitting there, yo, bro. Every day, if I had $1 for every time somebody told me I love the nigga, I'd be rich and ready. But why the first time I'm chopping it up with him, just regular shit, like just regular. It was nothing crazy, just chopping it up. Nobody say nothing. Nobody bring it up to him. Nobody say Nathan. Nobody say nothing. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. I leave to go to the studio. I walk in the studio, some bitch goes, yo, you look like, I'm like, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Because when the opportunity was there to really chop it up with Big Bro and really, for me, like, I'm not the type of person to hound. I don't do none of that. Like, when I meet famous people, the first thing I ask them is what's next for them and what they getting into. Because it's like, I'm not, yo, check this, yo. I don't want to do none of that or get into that, because I feel like everyone does that, and that's how every artist gets approached. So, like, for me, I wanna let you know that I care, for me, about what's going on with you and how you doing. Let's have a conversation, you feel me? But it's like, I'm gonna be real, the nigga East is a humble, quiet nigga. Like,
he is
wild, quiet. Yeah, so like, I'm sitting here, I'm about to ask him too, like, what's up with Karma? I'm about to ask him, trying to, feel me, get chill, blah, blah, like, his man's like, yo, what's up, bro? Who you like? I'm like, yo, what's good? I'm thinking shit is sweet. Nigga East didn't say one word the whole time. He rolling his blunts like, yo, he got his Bob on, he fine, so he like, quiet as hell. I'm like, yo, nobody gonna say nothing either. Nathan. So some kid pulled up, like, yo, take a picture of me. Took his phone, boom, took a picture. I'm like, yo, East, take a flick. Boom, took a flick. Did what I had to do. And then, why did I post a picture though? Prior to this, I posted a picture with two girls, and I was at a telly, posted a picture with two girls, and one of them was holding up thumbs. And he commented on it. So then, after that, I reposted that and I posted the picture. It was just good content. It was convenient, and for the joke of it and how everyone jokes around and be funny with it, it definitely helped out what I was doing, and it helped out my page and stuff, and it did what it had to do. But I mean, when it comes to that shit is all just like it's just a joke. But at the end of the day, I genuinely do fuck with his music and fuck with him. So it's convenient that people want to make that a joke, because I genuinely do fuck with him as an artist and as a person. Like, so, like, it all fits. It's not like, you know, when people be like, yo, if somebody tell me like, yo, you look like, I'm like, yo, I don't even look like that nigga. Like, stop saying that. Like, you know, niggas get mad. Like, it don't matter to me. Like, it's a joke. It's funny. It's whatever. And at the end of the day, I fuck with the nigga as an artist. So who cares?
He's underrated. He gets hate too, because he speaks his mind on some things, but Dave East is, and when it's all said and done, Dave East, in my opinion, is going to be a legend, because he was able to maintain.
Yeah, that's a great word.
From where he came from.
Maintain
He's going to be able to maintain where he came from Harlem, what he has gone through in his life, signing with Nas, and he puts on for that old school hip hop. At the same time, he can still do his thing with the young guys.
He's still making it sound wild good. So that's what like really shines out on him. Like, he's able to get on beats like these fast tempo beats, you know, these like other type beats, and still make his shit sound like OD. For me, lyrical fire, everything sounds good. The rhythm is still on point. It sounds new school, but he still got his old school like bopping and like that shit fire for real. And only new school kids will really like only bump the auto-tune type of, I mean, like, I bump music. Like, I'm just saying, only people who like that predominant music may not fuck with it, but it's like, that don't mean he trash. You just don't like it. Like,
speak the facts, man. You're speaking the facts.
Word, like, that don't mean this shit is bad, nigga. You just don't fuck with it. Like,
and it's probably the same people that don't mess with your music, and they're wrong, because you're not trash. That's the thing.
Niggas will never pick up a pen a day in their life but tell somebody that their music is trash. Never ever.
And the funny thing is that they're all hide behind their computer screen. They would never say it to your face, though.
Nah, no funny shit. I'm telling you, when it came to making music, like, I feel like this is the one career that, like, you know how in life you always want to say you want to do something when you get older, and you always change your lanes. I feel like this is the most like confident and talented thing that I did so far. So like, whenever I be getting comments and like slander like that, I don't even be paying no mind to it, because I know your shorty like it, and I know somebody in your family gonna like my music. So by the end of the day or by the end of the night, you're gonna end up fucking with my music. I'm telling you. And I don't even portray bullshit. Like, I don't portray no image and no bullshit. Like, I'm not looking for no, I'm not looking for no like crazy, like, when you hear my music, it don't give you a vibe like, yo, this nigga, like, yo, fuck that nigga. Like, you know how niggas be getting angry, like, niggas be wanting to beef with niggas. Like, nah, my shit fire, bro. My shit make you want to go out and shop and get fly while you bump it. Like, for real, my shit make you want to put it to, but like, you rap my lyrics to a shorty and she gonna think you the one on the track. That's how relatable this shit is. Like, for real.
Oh man. You used to play sports too back in the day.
Yeah, that's a fact. The first thing I ever did when I was
basketball. You also wrestled.
Yeah, I wrestled when I was like 4. Yo, what the fuck? Nah. Yo, nah, that is hilarious. Yo, I started wrestling in like 5th, 6th grade. That is mad fucking funny. Not like 7th grade. I was nice though. My Uncle Pedro, shout out my Uncle Pedro. I'm Puerto Rican, just so people know. I'm Puerto Rican, Jamaican, and Bayesian. My Uncle Pedro had me wrestling, and my Uncle Marcus, they had me wrestling mad young, like 3, 4 years old. Like I'm talking about like baby. Like of course I wasn't no crazy. They had me in the match though. They had me in all in the schools, in the wrestling rooms, young, like very young. So then I started competing and shit. And wrestling was my favorite at first. Then I became a football star. That's when I was wilding out in football from the ages of like 7 to like 14. And I started playing basketball in like 8th or 9th grade. And then Shabu Mosley, my trainer, shout out Shabu Mosley, really like a mentor to me for real. He the reason why I do what I do now, because not only did he give me a nice in basketball, but he really put that lion into my heart. Like he was that type of trainer where he can train you in anything. It don't gotta just be basketball. You could play tennis and that nigga gets you in the best shape of your life. And we're not going to the gym and lifting 50-pound dumb. We're not doing it. We're on a track for a month. And then we doing all this other like drill, like it's crazy. Like he's the best mentor trainer, whatever you want to call it, ever experienced. Like, and then damn, hold on, we here.
You're all good.
Yeah, we good. So then after that, I started playing basketball. He told me like, yo, Mark, you're very talented, but if you want to be the best you could be, you don't have to. I'm just saying, pick one. Would you want to? I'm like, yo, I'll pick basketball. But I'll pick basketball. Started going dumb hard every day, waking up 6 a.m. and in summer, every single day, 6 a.m. go to workouts. Just started working wild hard in it. And then I'm fast forwarding OD, but senior year, I ended up going to FSU, Farmingdale State University, and I started making I just did a year there, and I don't know, I feel like school wasn't my thing. I'm gonna be real, that's when I started smoking too. So I started smoking too, but that had nothing to do with it. I would get high crazy in the gym. I was crazy, but realistically, I was doing my thing though. For real. I was trying to do my thing with it, but it wasn't clicking. And I ended up getting into some. You already know how that is. Everybody got their boy girl situation. Yep. I had a girlfriend, and I ended up messing up. Didn't want to, but I ended up messing up, and she had broke up with me, and I would never put my hands on a female. So I ended up punching the glass. Stupid. Ma, what are you doing? Stupid shit. Punch the glass. I broke 2 tendons in my hand. So now I can't play ball. And now I'm just depressed all day. No girl. Like that was my little boo thing type of, the little vibe. So then I no girl, no hand, no right hand, no basketball, and I'm in bed all day just depressed. Like, what the fuck am I about to do? No job, like couldn't go to work, not making no income. Like, what are you gonna do, bro? So then after that, that's when my cousin Glo moved out here. He moved into my grandmother's house while that was happening. So he started calling me to pull up. I started going over his crib. He had the USB mic, the little HP computer, mad little like small shit, but he was working. Like he was going hard. My cousin Glo, like he had the most cheapest equipment, making music, going crazy, like the engineer himself. I'm like, oh, this is nice. Like, but I would just be there depressed. I never wanted to do nothing. And he used to always just tell me, like, yo, just get on the mic, like pull up, make a song. I'm like, nah, I'm good. Just always in my bag. I was really in my bag for this girl. Like, some crazy, like I just couldn't get over it. Mm-hmm. So then I think it was because I fucked up too. That's what hurt me the most. So then sooner or later, I had to like. I'm not even gonna say what's up because it definitely wasn't that type of vibe. Like really though, it was like I fucked up. So I definitely had to get to a point where like at one point I started rapping with him, just playing around, and I had to make a decision. So it was either go to school or stay. I'm talking about not a serious decision. It was on some like I'm fucking myself up if I don't go to class. But do I want to stay here and continue to make music, or do I want to like Ma, you gotta drive to class by 5:55. What you want to do? And I would be like, oh, I could chill today. For me, like I just go to class tomorrow. It's not crazy. Like it's just one class. Boom, did that one time. Then I waited a week. I did it again. I started messing up. So then I decided to take a break. I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna waste somebody's money. I'm not gonna do none of that. I'm gonna start getting into I'm gonna take a break for me to get a job. I should have. Nothing was working, but I was still continuing to try to make music and stuff. But I started realizing I wasn't really talking about nothing on the tracks. I wasn't making no sense. I wasn't really. So then one day I was smoking with Glow, JT, and Zoro in the car, just doing what we doing, smoking a little blunt right in front of my house. And then Glow like, yo, I'm trying to make a group with y'all. I had him on the booth a couple of times. Like he know what he doing. He been rapping his whole life, playing around. Like, come on, you know you could really try. Like, JT, you sing, Zoro, you already make music. Like, we were supposed to make a couple of songs together. Let's just make a group. And I'm like, shit. I mean, now that I'm thinking about it, like, why not? And then JT like, yeah, Zoro, like, nah, for real, not. Glow, like, not for real, let's really do it. And I told him, like, yo, if we doing this stuff, we gotta really, really do this stuff. Like, if I say yeah right now, I'm giving up everything for this music shit. Because I knew when I played basketball and I wanted to go to the A, I gave up everything for basketball. So I told him in the car, like, yo, if I do this, bro, I'm gonna even probably be putting myself in situations I'm not supposed to. But I'm going to, because I know that I'm gonna have to trust this process and do it. That don't mean I gotta put myself through hell, put myself right in the bottom or in the trenches or none of that. No, but there's going to be ups and downs to this that you're going to have to get through. There's going to be a storm that you got to weather. So I'm telling them now, like, y'all niggas is ready for this? Like, cause I'm really going to do this now. Niggas said, yeah. So after that, I never stopped. Now we interviewing right now. This is like 2 years. This is like almost a year, 2 years ago. And I started making music like a year and 11 months ago, almost 2 years, 2.5 years ago.
And you already got some bangers out. 50 for 50 is, if you were already recognized on a wide basis, I think 50 for 50 would be your biggest hit right now.
Yo, that shit goes hard.
That's what I mean. You know what I'm saying?
that shit goes hard for real. Like, that song is that fire. Like, and that's why I can't wait to just one little, like, I just feel like a little spark, like imagine I just woke up with a shout out from somebody else, and like some spark, like everyone should just see that shit.
All it takes is one big spark. It's small, but it's that one spark.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I think it's gonna be what we spoke about. It's gonna either be the very big video, which just to one of my top songs. Like, I think I'm gonna say it now too, because it's not even out yet. I think I'm gonna shoot Marvelous on the 27th. And when you hear Marvelous, bro,
go crazy. It's gonna sound good.
Yo, when I hear Marvelous, when I hear a feature, I think of Uzi. No cap. Mm-hmm. I gotta say that now. I think of Uzi. I think I'm gonna shoot to Marvelous, and that might be the plan about what we spoke about. We might have to do a video to that, but I'm telling you, it's just gonna take that recognition one time. That's all it's gonna take. You'll be dropping it on Instagram. Everyone will see it. Is there anything else, man, that you want to tell the audience, and as well as anyone who tunes into the interview? I mean, to everyone tuning into the interview, I appreciate DJ Mad Max for having me, bro. No doubt. You're always welcome. Yeah, definitely. I appreciate you, bro. But definitely to just keep doing what y'all doing, man. Keep chasing our dreams, man. Don't give up, man. If I could do it, you could do it, man. Because I ain't do it with nothing, and I know everybody got something. So make sure y'all keep chasing what y'all chasing, man. And keep doing what you love. Don't do what nobody else loves. Do what you love. And make sure y'all stream our music, man. Really though, because we gotta get up. We gotta get up out of here. Let's do it for real. Like, Fkmarr everywhere. TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever you want. Actually, I deleted my Snap, but still go add that shit. Go everywhere, Twitter, whatever. Make sure you add my music, add my brodies, add my woodies, whatever, man. I really appreciate you, DJ Mad Max. Okay. No doubt. You know, when you drop the new music, send it to me. I'll get that in the rotation for you. I already got 50 for 50. You send me the clean versions. I'll get them pushed for you, of course. When you drop the new project, I know around your birthday, you have to come back on. Be on the lookout. June 22nd. You have to come back on for the interview. We'll get it promoted for you too that way. I better say that, definitely. No doubt, man. Make sure they follow you on Instagram, Twitter, all the social media platforms. Go check out Preseason. It's available everywhere. That's right. Fkmarr is in the building right now. All right, man. I want you to take care. Stay safe. Enjoy the rest of your night. I'm looking forward to the new music. Yeah, no doubt. I appreciate you. No doubt.